Now, in our very own survey of mothers and grandmothers, we discovered that a worrying 69% of mums under 35 experienced a lot of loneliness compared to just 42% of grandmothers. The survey also revealed other differing results between the age groups, including almost a third of grands think that modern mums share too much. 60% of the older generation also revealed that they rarely discussed anything personal concerning parenting. In contrast, 32% of modern mums would consider vlogging their own labour. That's filming it and putting it on the interweb. And only 9% of them think that aspects of parenthood should be kept private. Very different, isn't it? Well, ahead of Mother's Day on Sunday, I'm joined by 3 generations of the same family to see how their opinions on motherhood have changed over the years. CJ, who's 36, her mum Sue, who's unbelievably 60, don't believe that. And we've even got CJ's grandmother Sandra, who's 96 and lives down the line. She's down the line for us. She lives in her care home in Swindon. It's great to see you. Great to see you, and loads of interesting results from the survey. Real difference here in the generations, I think, and how much people are willing to share.
Yeah, it does seem to be. I guess
it's quite remarkable. And you did vlog. Your labour?
I did.
Was that to take your mind off the pain?
I think nothing takes your mind off the pain.
No,
but
that's
yeah,
true.
But I'm part of a really nice mum village online at channelmum.com, and it's really changed my experience of motherhood, I guess, that social media is so big now with my 3rd baby, 7 years on. So it felt quite natural to me in a strange way just to pick up the phone and talk live to all those mums that could then straight away give me support, give me tips, words of wisdom.
Okay.
I could see it all popping up, and I was saying, my waters are broken, what happens next? And then it was really, it felt quite natural and calm. It wasn't a crazy labour, so I knew it would also be a kind of positive birth story to put out.
So, I mean, the thing is, everything was fine. You know, clearly, if there'd been any problem, then it would have been very, very, very different. And baby's gorgeous. We can see, look, here, look at the little face, she's so cute. Really, really cute. But there is sharing and there's oversharing. How are you feeling as grandmother to the baby that this is all going on? Do you think this is a good thing? It's the way ahead?
Oh, I was very, very supportive of Sarah Jane sharing the labour, and could see the lovely support. The messages are instant. So the technology has just changed so much over the years. We couldn't have imagined this when...
exactly, of course.
When I was having a baby.
I know. I mean, goodness me, when you go back to the days when I was born, my dad wasn't even allowed anywhere near. You know, he was outside in a corridor if he was lucky. I mean, things have moved on and changed. One thing that was interesting was the fact that older mums felt lonely. Did you ever feel that had happened to you? You felt a bit isolated and maybe a bit lonely?
I was lucky. I didn't feel lonely so much because of where I lived, and we had a sort of open door policy in our houses, and women tended to get married at a similar age and have a baby 2 years later. And so there was lots of babies the same age in the street, and the times were different.
A better sense of community in some ways.
There was in some ways.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to ask Granny, because Granny, there she is, in the care home. Can I ask you, how did you feel when CJ, your granddaughter, filmed parts of her labour? Could you imagine ever doing something similar yourself? Yes.
Yes, very strange. Yes, very strange, because you don't see that sort of thing in my days. No, I wasn't interested because I was a bit frightened, and not only that, it's not for me, that publicity. Sorry.
Right, no, I understand it. I think it's a generation thing, isn't it? It's somehow, back in the day, people were more private, maybe.
Yes, well, when you get to my age, when I was born, you just went into hospital, had your babies, come out, and that was it. Today, they've got so much technology surrounding them, it's absolutely different.
It couldn't be more different, could it? That's the thing. And sometimes the technology can get in the way in some ways. You know, do you find that, or do you find is it good to share?
I found it's so good to share. I found that I've got this whole community now. Like my mum was talking about, her community was on her doorstep. And as a working mum who lives separately from my parents now, I'm 2 hours away. I'm home seeing the kids' family, but I didn't know any other mums. I had no support network when things were hard. I felt lonely, and I took that all inside and thought, is this right? Is this normal? And then talking online, I could find a woman who might live, you know, in another country who says,
but
I've
you've
had
got the same experience. Of course, that makes perfect sense.
And I have found those types of mums online,
Yeah.
and it just recreates that village for modern day mums now, and I think it's a really positive part of social media.
No, very much so. And I mean, it's different. It's different for all different generations, isn't it? How are you celebrating Mother's Day?
We've got a day out tomorrow with my sister and my granny.
Good.
Yeah, so
She's
we're all going
great,
out.
isn't she?
Yeah, 96. We love Granny. So yeah, we're spending the day together, and yes, looking forward to it.
Excellent. Have a fantastic Mother's Day.